we saw with Kothroki and now we are seeing with Kim Devi, the system seems to collude to allow the accused to get away. That's the allegation that's been leveled with Kothroki over several years. Again and again it was shown that the government didn't do enough and deliberately let him go. It seems the same is happening with Kim Devi, because he says the RAW was trying to get these weapons into Purulia to destabilize the West Bengal left government.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Was that question for me?
That's right, Ms. Chaudhary.
No, I'll tell you. First, we must stop seeing shadows where there are none. Now, if we are all determined, and I think it's very, very humiliating for the CBI to be told that they're professionals, but they're being politically manipulated. But, you know, we shouldn't talk like that. At the end of the day, you are going to demoralize an institution which is working autonomously, and please let them do it. There has been a mistake, they will be hauled up. They have to be held accountable. There's no compromise on that front. But to assume, I mean, what a bunch of we are when we rule this country, is that just assume that yes, CBI manipulated, so they're one helpless lot and those criminals are being allowed to get away and Kothroki has come in from somewhere. Please wake up and smell the coffee. We've got to go forward. You find a way forward, and a systems failure like this of what has happened should not happen in the future, and that's where we should all focus and ensure that the system works to the best of its ability.
Okay, but this next important question, two successive slip-ups, one after the other, does it indicate that the government is sleeping on the watch? Ms. Chaudhary, I'd begin by putting this question to you. You know, we saw what happened with Fazul Khan. We first announced him to the world as being on our list of 50 most wanted. It turned out he wasn't in Pakistan, was living in Thane. Now it turns out he hasn't even been charge-sheeted, leading to human rights activists saying that why are we maligning his image? It just seems that there's something wrong. People who should be doing their jobs aren't doing their job properly, and the government is sleeping on the watch. That's the allegation. How would you respond, Ms. Chaudhary?
There were 2 people or 10 people or 20 people slip up, so the whole government of India is not functioning. How amazing. I mean, you have to also give the credit where it's due, where work is happening. Today you have the RTI, you have the right to education, today you have the NREGS, where lakhs and millions of people are benefiting from it. We can't get into this cynicism like this. We can't just sit and wring our hands and say nothing is working, nothing is working. We just have to get real about the situation. Yes, there has been a lapse and a failure. This has to be set right, and we have to go forward. We just can't sit and beat our chests like this all the time and then put ourselves down in front of everyone and then carry on taking political petty advantage of a situation like this, and not even by people who have clean track records, for God's sake.
India is a big country, Vinod Sharma, 1.3 billion people, amongst the toughest countries in the world to govern. The Congress feels that too much is made of the mistakes the government makes, not enough weightage is given to the good work that's being done by the UP.
No, Rahul, I'll make 3 points, and let's accept the fact that since 26/11, barring Pune, there hasn't been a major terrorist attack in India, God forbid. And let's touch wood and pray for the best, But indeed, there have been systemic failures. What Nirmala is raising, there is some strength to it, although I had not put it politically. I'll give it a different spin. I had interviewed the Home Minister in January 2010, and he was very, very committed and determined to put together a national counter-terrorism center on the lines of the United States. And also there was a talk at that time of a national Directorate of National Intelligence, but quite clearly there have been turf wars within the government, and this will happen under any government, any political party, and that idea hasn't been given shape yet, and there has been delay. I think that the lessons that we can draw from these experiences is that those systems be put in place as quickly as possible. Insofar as conspiracy theory in Purulia is concerned, I heard Ajit Doval saying the other day, who cannot be accused of being pro-Congress and who's a thorough professional, that no intelligence agency in India will ever try and destabilize a government in this manner. And we must also know that the home ministers of the successive governments really exactly know what exactly could be the case, because Peter Bleach was given amnesty during the NDA regime. So both the BJP and the Congress are perhaps aware of the ramifications and the compulsions, concomitant compulsions in this case.